definitely goes up, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Man, I'm interested as well. When we started, you said the podcast that will change the world.
Oh yeah, you're
That's
interested in
just
that part?
that's just man, that's a sick line. Like, where? How did that come about?
So
Like,
I've
what's
I'll say again, it cut out.
what's the reasoning behind that?
Oh, so for it's always cliche when I tell people and I always crack up, but ever since I was about like 14, 15 years old, I've always had two just simple goals. One is to learn everything, and two is to change the world and to be remembered in history. Now, with the whole learning everything, that's not achievable, and that's the point of it. So I'm always going to be hungry and motivated to keep going. But the second goal to change the world and be remembered, that one I truly believe is achievable. And I read weird stuff. I read textbooks, I read history, philosophy, everything from physics, astronomy, all of that. And when like if you're an individual and you feel like you can make a positive impact on whether it's your community or on a larger scale, you almost feel like you have to kind of cash in on that. You're almost obligated to do so. And for me, I've always had a way with like words and be able to talk to people and like really understand how things work, and just it's worked for me. And if I don't know how things are in Australia, but like in the US, for example, it's kind of hard times right now. People are just always fighting and all that stuff. It's just gotten so ugly. And so I'd like to set the example, lead by example, something that will change the world for the better.
That's awesome, man. That's heaps good. Good on you, man. You're making the change in the world. That's what we need.
Yeah.
More people
Exactly.
like you, man.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. That's why it's one of my favorite quotes that, and I'll ask you the same question too, but it was Pope Francis II back in like 1927. He did an interview with a journalist, and he said something on the lines of world peace is a matter of human faith. So long as we are trapped with the assumption that man is man and war will always be, then it will always exist. But if we're able to instill the passion, the hunger, the drive, and the love for peace in the heart, mind, and souls of the masses, only then can it be achievable. And so that's something that always sticks with me too.
Damn, bro, you're giving me chills. That's sick, man.
Thank
Nice.
you. Yeah, thank you. I
You got a good
appreciate it.
memory, bro. You got a good memory, bro. I try to remember quotes sometimes and it's like, this goes over my head.
Oh, trust me, don't worry. It does the same thing for me. I only remember probably like a fraction of everything that I read. Like I read a book on the Supreme Court in the US, with major branch of the US government. More than half of it right over my head. I don't remember a damn thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. But no, I'd
So
like
you
to.
re
Oh, go ahead.
you read you read like philosophy as well. So have you read much on Stoicism?
Say again.
Have you read much on Stoicism?
I
Like
haven't yet. But I
Marcus
have heard of that
Aurelius and
book.
stuff. Yeah, nice. Suss it out. Check it out, man.
Is it?
I got him tattooed on my chest. Love that guy.
Oh, nice. Nice. Yeah. Send me his info on Instagram so I can look up his stuff and read it.
Yeah, the philosophy side, man, I love all that. Philosophy, like ancient history, warriors, all that stuff, man. It's crazy. It's crazy how much we can learn from history.
Mm-hmm. I say, I like the way this conversation's going. You're really dabbing in my cup of tea.
That's it,
No.
bro.
Yeah.
That's
What
it.
do you have?
I got the cup of tea right here.
Yeah, there you go. I got the rest of a jug of water.
Oh,
I'm
nice.
on 2 gallons today.
Smashing it, bro.
Yeah,
Got to get that water in for the weight cut.
exactly. Exactly. And so that tattoo that you mentioned, what does it say?
Just portrait style, man.
Oh, it's
It's
a portrait style. Okay.
yeah, it's two portraits, man. Um, so shout out to Trick Tats who did that for me in Sydney. That guy's a beast. It's such good work, man. So
Nice.
basically, all the tattoos that I have is like ancient. I got my dog
Yeah,
coming
your
all over
dog.
me. The hellhound. Um, yeah, basically all the tattoos that I got, man, is all like ancient philosophers, warriors, like conquerors, like
Nice.
Alexander the Great, all that stuff, man. I'm very influenced by ancient history. I love it.
Dude, same. Same. That's literally me the exact same way. Ancient history and philosophy has always been my two favorite fields. So, like on my right rib cage, I have a quote from Jean-Jacques Rousseau, who's a French revolutionist back in the 1700s. And it was the only thing I know in Latin, malo periculosum libertatem quamquam civitium. I prefer
Wow.
liberty with danger than peace with slavery. And that's something I really hold to myself in a sense that, I'd rather accept the freedoms and the dangers that comes with it versus being a slave, whether it's to the system, slave to society, or slave to myself and my own vices. So I'd rather always kind of just live things